Well, thank you for stopping by. My name is Lynn, and I want to talk to you today about several reasons. I've got about 9 reasons why you might want to think about investing in real estate. My channel is Faith, Discipline, and Freedom. I like to talk to people about the opportunities that are available with real estate investing. Specifically, I invest in residential real estate at this time. That's what I've been doing for over 23 years. And I keep looking back because I've got notes and I want to make sure that I say everything that I want to say. And I want to help you get as much benefit out of this video today as possible. So there are several reasons why you might want to think about investing in real estate. I'm going to give you several of these. Number one is leverage. Leverage. You can get assistance with the purchasing of real estate. The banks and the government will help you. Traditionally, you have probably heard and are aware of 80-20 loans. What that means is if you'll put 20% down, the bank in a reasonable scenario will give you 80%. You must qualify, the property must qualify, things must happen for you to be able to get the money from the bank. But this is not an insurmountable obstacle. This is reasonable. There are chances that you could get a 90-10 loan. That means if you put 10% down, the bank will give you 90%. So think about this. For 10 to 20% or less possibly, you get control of all of the property. I'm going to use $100,000. So that means pretty much worst case scenario, if you put down $20,000, the bank is going to work with you. They're going to be your partner, giving you the opportunity to buy a property worth $100,000. That's huge. You get to take $20,000 and take advantage of an opportunity to have a $100,000 investment. Why is this important? Well, it's important for a lot of reasons, but one reason is because of appreciation. That house is probably going to go up. They may go down for a little bit, but they're not going to stay down. I'm telling you, I've been doing this 23 years. Real estate goes up if you take care of it, for sure. So for $20,000 or less, I found a bank that would allow me to put down less money because I was willing to put some of my money and my sweat equity into getting the houses ready to rent. But worst case scenario, approximately $20,000 down, you get to purchase a property for $100,000. If that thing goes up 3% the next year, now it's worth $3,000 more. You get for $20,000 out of your pocket, you get the appreciation on the whole $100,000. That's your profit, not the bank's. That's a huge deal, folks. That is a really big deal. If for no other reason, that is enough to get my attention. So leverage is number one. I'll go ahead and tell you, appreciation is number two. I may not spell those words right, so I'll need you to read them right. Appreciation, that's just going to happen because another year passed, another month passed. The market may go down a little bit, but it's going to go up. That's been my experience, and that's what I've seen for 23 years. It may not be 3%, but you know what? It could be 15%. I'm telling you, between 2018 and 2025, which is the year that I'm doing this video, it's unbelievable. Houses that I could have bought in my market for $40,000 around 2018 are now about $140,000. Unbelievable. COVID left its mark. So I've got to make room for the rest of them. I hope you write these down or go back and look at them if it matters to you. Number one is leverage. Number two is appreciation. Now this sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. Depreciation. Depreciation, the government currently, the way I understand it, allows us to divide our purchase price by 27.5 years. On paper, that means if you buy a $100,000 house and divide that by 27.5 years, it's $3,636 per year depreciation. You can talk to your accountant about all this. I'm not a tax person, but this is the way I understand it. And this is the way I've been doing it. You take the purchase price of your house, if that dude was $100,000, divided by 27 and a half years, that means you've got $3,636 a year worth of depreciation. On paper, it's going to show that you lost that money. That means you can make $300 a month profit in cash flow. And this $3,600 will offset times 12 that $3,600 that you made. Did you understand that? Gets kind of complicated. Don't let me lose you in the money. I've made $300 a month on my investment property, put that money in my pocket every month. $300 a month is $3,600 a year. My accountant does my taxes at the end of the year. She depreciates that dude. The government gives her the ability. I've lost $3,600 because of depreciation, but I've made $3,600 because of because I've made $3,600 in cash flow. So one offsets the other, and this is the fourth benefit. One of the fourth benefits is tax favorability. I'm not going to write all that out. Tax favorability. So it means that because of depreciation, it offsets the profit that I make each year. That's huge. This is a short video. I can't get deciep in the weeds on any of this in this video, but if you have any questions or comments, be sure and if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please post them below so that we can go through this in further videos. You know what? While we're talking about tax favorability, let me mention this. Another benefit, you can make a note of this, but I'm not going to talk about it right now much. 1031 exchanges. I can buy a property. I can keep this property for 10 years. It can go up. Let's say it goes up 3% every year. So now after 10 years, it's whatever it's worth in 10 years. Let's just say it's worth let's say it's worth $130,000. I don't know what that comes up to, but let's say it's $130,000. If I wanted to, I could sell that house through a 1031 exchange. I could buy a property over here for $150,000. I can take my money from the sale. Instead of putting it in my pocket, I can buy another property without having to pay income taxes immediately. It's a 1031 exchange. It's complicated. You can do a study on it. You can ask me about it in the comments. I can talk further about it. That's something that we get real estate professionals and accountant professionals involved to do so that it's done properly. Don't want to bog you down with that. It's just a great, great benefit. Let me tell you another one. Debt. This is huge. This is a fun one. I really enjoyed this one. Debt pay down. This one is huge. Debt pay down. That means if I buy a house for $100,000, if it costs me $1,000 a month, let's say that my tenant is paying me $1,500 a month. That means every time my tenant pays me $1,500, I pay the bank their $1,000. When the bank gets their $1,000, they take that $1,000, and let's say that their interest that month is $800. That's their profit. $200 is principal. That's money that goes into my account inside the loan because $800 was interest and $200 is mine. And every month that you have this loan, this number goes up and this number goes down. The next month, it might be $798 and it might be $202. And it just builds slowly but wonderfully, because if you stack up 5, 10, 15, 20 rental units, this number gets really big after about 5, 6 years. It's huge. That is a huge benefit of real estate investing, the debt pay down. If any of this confuses you, please let me know in the comments. And while I do this, please tell me what you like about these videos and what you don't. These YouTube videos are brand new for me. I just started doing it. I need to know what you like and what you don't like so I can do a better job. Another advantage of real estate are what I'm going to call it multiple exits. But it's really multiple opportunities to make money. Multiple opportunities to make money. Number one, I can rent my real estate. I can rent my real estate long term. I can rent my real estate for a medium length of time, or I can rent my real estate short term. All of these are different. We're not going to get into each one right now. I'll tell you what I do though. I rent for the long term because I want to set it and forget it. I want to buy a piece of property. I want to make a few dollars, and I want that tenant to live in my house forever. I've been doing this 23 years, and most of my tenants stay a long time because I take care of them. They take care of me. I take care of them. So I try to get a house, make it really nice and livable, get a good tenant, and keep them forever. But there are multiple options. You can rent long-term, medium-term, short-term. You can keep it and you can sell it immediately, or you can keep it for 5 years and then sell it, keep it for 10 years and sell it. You can do that. Another thing you can do is you can sell it owner finance. You get a young man, a young lady, a couple of senior folks, whatever. They don't want to go to the bank, or if they can't go to the bank, you owner finance it for them, and they buy it from you, and you carry the note. That's a great way to help somebody out while you are also making a little bit of money for yourself. What else? I'm trying to keep this video not too long. Let me tell you another benefit of real estate. This is huge. You can refinance that dude. You buy a house, $100,000. You keep that thing for 5 years somehow because of appreciation, because of whatever. Now it's worth $130,000, and you've paid the mortgage down, and the house is worth more. You can go back to the bank, you can refinance that, take you some cash out for whatever purpose you need to. It's a great tool there. Let me tell you another benefit of real estate. That's forced appreciation. Forced appreciation. I like writing. Forced appreciation. What does that mean? Well, it means that I take a house and it's ugly. It's not destroyed, but it's ugly. And so I caulk it and I paint it and I fix the windows and I get somebody to mow the grass and trim the trees and I make it look good and I make it smell good. I bought it for $100, and because I spent $5,000 or $10,000, now it's worth $130 because I forced it to be worth more than it was when I bought it. Forced appreciation. And another benefit of real estate is, this is big, folks, generational wealth. Generational wealth. You can start buying property right now if you'll keep this property maintained, if you'll take care of it through the years. Some people buy real estate and they don't want to put a dime in it, man. They squeeze every nickel they can. Before long, it's a piece of trash and nobody wants to live there. They've got poor tenants who won't pay, and it's because they've got a poor landlord. I'm telling you, if you'll buy a piece of property, fix your property, make it nice and livable. It doesn't have to be a Taj Mahal, but make it nice and livable. You'll get a good tenant. That tenant will take care of your property. When something breaks, fix it. Fix it immediately so that your tenant's happy and you've got a piece of property still good 10 years, 20 years later. And 40 years later, when it's time for you to check out from this life, you can leave it to your family. Generational wealth. There are other benefits. There are so many benefits to investing in real estate, there are so many benefits involved in investing in real estate. You can tell I'm excited about it. I've been doing it 23 years. I love it. I want to help you if you like it. I want to help you if you're interested. It's not for everybody. It may not be for you, but I'm telling you, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. For those that are interested, you can do this. My name is Lynn. My channel is Faith, Discipline, and Freedom. I like to help people as a result of my lived experiences. If you got anything out of the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. If you're still here, please tell me what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, what I need to do different to make it better. I want to do a good job. And if there's any way that I can help you, I want you to know I'd like for you to leave a comment. I'll try to address your comments and your questions. Always remember, it's a good life living for the Lord. God bless.